Hey everyone, Ali Coram and Harold Morris here with your option of the day. You know, solar stocks have been in fuego lately, and Harold, I know you have your eye on one in particular. What do you have cooking for us today?
Well, I'm going to take a look at First Solar. Ticker symbol is FSLR. It's setting up pretty nicely, as are other solar stocks.
Okay, well, let's take a closer look at the chart and sort of outline the thesis for a good option trade here with a bullish outlook that you have. So here's a look at the weekly chart. We have an RS line blue dot underscoring the stock's outperformance versus the broad market. It's breaking out this week of a base on pace for a gain of over 13% so far. And it looks like we have above average volume too, Harold. So this stock is looking pretty bullish from a technical perspective. How might we take advantage from an options perspective?
Yeah, so we're going to sell, or we're going to place a bull put spread. So this is a bullish trade on the stock. So as you can see on the chart, the stock did hit its pivot, and it might go sideways a little bit before it continues its move to the upside. If it does go sideways, one of the advantages of a bull put spread is you can make money based on what's called theta decay. So if it goes sideways, great, and then takes off, we're still going to be in pretty good shape.
Exactly. We're collecting that premium, defining our risk with a moderately bullish outlook. So let's go ahead and take a look at Think or Swim and walk us through how we should be setting up this trade.
All right, so I've got FSLR. You can see that ticker symbol here, and we're going to go out on the month. We're going to go out to the February expiration. So we are 36 days out. Click on that to expand it. And on the left side, we got calls, we've got puts here. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to sell the 170 strike and buy the 165. So that's a $5 wide spread. So if you see my mouse, you can see it says sell. I click on that, and there we have the sell of the 170 put. And then I scroll up a little bit, and I want to buy this 160. So I hold my control key down, and there we have the trade. So again, we're selling the 170 and up. I want to do the 165. I'm sorry. Let me change that.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about Thinkorswim here is it's so flexible. You can easily change the different strikes that you're looking at. So no
Right.
sweat.
Right. So yeah, you could have done the 170, the 160, 170. That would you would just increase your profit here. But I like to start out with $5 wides, and then if I want to make a change where I want to make more money, I will widen the spread. So we'll start out just with a $5 wide spread. So again, we're selling the 170, buying the 165, and let me lock that here. So that's going to give us a pretty nice credit at $1.62. All right, now let's take a look at the numbers here. Click on confirm and send. And then here is our break even. So I always take a look at my break even. That's usually the first thing I look at. I might use that as my stop loss, as that 168 there. And then the max profit. That's our max profit. Keep that number in mind. So $162 is our max profit, then our max loss. So this is the worst case scenario on our max loss. All right, and then let's go to the risk graph here. So I'm going to just click on edit, and then I'm going to right click anywhere on the trade here. Right click, left click on analyze trade. And let me make a couple changes up here. I like to go up here to the expiration, and I'm going to do what's called the day step here. And I'm going to go 4 here, and notice the number 7 here. So this is my profit and loss. If you look down here in the lower left, it's every 7 days. So as I move my mouse along the price scale, so I've got price along here, and I can change that. But as I move my price along there, you'll see the numbers in the lower left, those change here. Now this is today. So if this stock moves up, we're right around 178 today. If it moves up to 181, you can look at the numbers. So you see the 12th, what would happen based on the price here. Another thing I like to do is go down to what's called the price slices. So this allows me to really dig in and see what's going to happen with the stock here. So it defaults to the plus 10%, minus 10%. The 0 is the price where we are right now. So If today, if this stock goes up 10%, well, I can look at my P&L, and that's our P&L today. Same thing on the loss side. Yeah, and this is down 10%. We don't want to go down. So, here at IBD, we like to keep our losses small. So I can change that number to, let's say, 5%. We want to be a little bit extra cautious in this market. So I can use that as my stop loss. And this is my P&L based on these numbers. Another really neat thing you can do is I can go over here, I can click on this we call hamburger menu, and I'm going to go to 8 rows, 2%. So here's 2, 4, 6% up, and same thing to the downside. So I can see what my P&L is going to look like based on these numbers here. Now, again, this is today. If I want to see, let's say, well, what is the numbers going to look like a week from now? I can go down here, click on the calendar, and go to the 19th of January. And the numbers change a little bit, but this is something you can kind of play with and see what this trade is going to look like. Now, this is all theoretical because, it's a stock market. Anything can
Right.
happen, but this gives you a good idea as almost a glimpse into the future, what possibly could happen with this stock.
Yeah, and a look at those probabilities. So great how you can really slice and dice things in Thinkorswim like that to see how this trade could unfold. All right, Harold. Well, thank you so much for all of your insights today. It's a pretty bullish setup for the stock, so we'll have to see if the market can cooperate. But thank you so much for walking through this trade idea today. Really appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
All right, and thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back with more option trade ideas. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching Investors Business Daily on YouTube. If you want to watch more videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.